Welcome to the Roshow. Tickets are free here to watch it. I'm Chef Roshow here to show you what I do from cooking and plating. So tonight we're doing kind of seafood pasta using shrimp and scallops, and then I'm doing a corn slash salad mix, and we're just gonna go from there. So right now I have the corn right here, and then I have zucchini, I have cilantro, and I have parsley, and I have tomatoes. So right now I am actually just gonna cut up the zucchini, and then we're gonna go from there. Now guys, this dish that I just looked it up and just saw it through when I was Pinterest. I saw a corn dish and I've been wanting to do something corn. So this isn't a Pinterest expired dish where I just saw corn and red onions, and I'm doing that from there. So we're just doing, like I said, corn, red onions, tomatoes, cilantro, parsley, and zucchini. And I'm gonna add some spinach to it.
Here I'm just cutting up again the zucchini, and yeah, there's no real way I'm doing it. Cutting the zucchini into slices and cutting up into fourths, and then just sliding in there. Now I take the cilantro and the parsley. I like to use scissors just the way it's a lot easier just to put it in there instead of using a knife. You can use a knife if you want to, but this is just the way how I do it. Now I'm cutting the tomatoes long ways, just because that's the way I want it to. You can cut it short ways if you want to. Again, this is the way how I cook and prep. You can do it any way you want to.
Now the corn, I already put some salt on there and garlic salt on here, just to add some flavor. I'm gonna add some more seasoning here, but I really want the corn to get seasoned first. So I'm gonna dump this whole entire corn in now. A lot of corn. Get my tongs. I haven't forgot about the red onions. I haven't forgot about the spinach, but I just want to start mixing up now so I don't have to mix up the whole entire thing later. You can do whatever you want to do. This is just the way how I cook. This is the way I prep things. Now that looks good. Now, red onion. Now, I might be tearing up, but you guys won't see that. Onions are just the ones that actually make me tear up. Some people don't tear up, like my fiance who was filming this. Other people like me, they do tear up.
Now, as I struggle to cut the red onion, now I'm peeling it, and then I'm just cutting it. There's no real way you want to do it. You can do it any way you want to. I am just cutting it basically just to get it in there and just for flavor, not for look. Now I'm starting this up first before I cut some more red onion. Now you can do the whole entire red onion. You can do what you want, but this is the way I cook. This is the way I prep. Do you? There's no real recipe for this. Just red onions. I'm adding to it.
There you go. So all I have to do left is add the spinach, but I'm actually gonna add some more seasonings. I'm gonna add some cayenne pepper, and then also I'm gonna add some seasoning salt, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper as well. Cayenne pepper. Here's my cayenne pepper. Add some of that. Cover it. You can, if you want for real measurements, that's not what I'm going to give you. I'm just going to give you how I cook. again, this is the way how I cook. You can cook it any way you want it. You can make it any way you want it, but this is just the way how I do things. Pepper. Might sneeze on this part, but it's alright. Pepper makes me sneeze sometimes. There you go. Now, I'm gonna give this a little heat, just to heat up all the mixtures and get a lot of that flavor in there. Not too much, I don't want it boiling hot, I just want some warmth on it. So I'm gonna do that. But before I do that, I'm actually gonna season the shrimp and the scallops. Now guys, we're moving over to seasoning the shrimp and adding the scallops for the seafood pasta dish that we're doing. And the reason why I'm seasoning it before is I'm actually cooking it before I'm adding it to the pasta, and I'm also doing the sauce with it. So I'm gonna use some of the sauces from the juices I'm gonna use some of the juices from the shrimp and make the sauce for the pasta. So from there now we're gonna add seasoning salt. And add seasoning salt to both. And I'm actually gonna pour the scallops right into the shrimp. But I just want to make sure the shrimp and the scallops are getting seasoned the way I want it to before I start mixing it. Now you don't have to do this. You can add scallops right up in there and season them all at once. This is just the way I'm doing it.
Again, there's no real way to season this or right way. Now, if you're a stickler for it, there is, but this is just the way I cook. I'm using cayenne pepper, seasoning salt, garlic powder, and paprika, and chili powder. Now, just mixing it for the scallops and the shrimp. Now, I did it separately just because I wanted each one to take on a different flavor profile. Just mix together now. Now, you don't have to do it that way. You can do it together, but it's up to you. Put some butter on the bottom of the pan, and next, put the shrimp and the scallop mix in there. And once I see some action, you're gonna hear me say this, once I see some action. What I mean that the pan is sizzling and the juices start flowing from the shrimp and the scallops. Now I want some heat on that corn, zucchini, red onion mix. You see the action. So I'm taking that out of the pan, the shrimp and scallops, and I'm gonna keep those juices. The reason why I'm gonna keep those juices, I'm gonna make a sauce out of it. And that sauce is gonna be good. But I want that separate from the sauce that I'm making, and I don't want it to take on the flavor of the sauce just yet. So I'm just gonna get those all out. Now I'm gonna add some butter to start with my sauce. I'm adding some garlic to the sauce. Now I turned off corn, zucchini mixture with red onions, putting some spinach in the bowl. And take the pan with all the mixture, put it in the bowl, and then I'm gonna start mixing it up. And now the spinach is actually gonna get cooked. It's not gonna be shriveled up. It's just gonna be some heat to the spinach as well. So it's gonna be nice. Now I'm adding some balsamic vinegar to it, and then I'm going to mix it up, and that's going to be the finishing touches.
Voila, that is done. That looks good. Now, the only last thing we'll have to do with this is the plating, but other than that, that is done. Now I'm gonna make this come down a little bit, and then I'm gonna add some rosé. I'm gonna make a wine sauce.
I'm stirring that up in there from the lime mixture and the rosé, that nice wine sauce. Now I'm taking the angel hair that I pre-cooked already and doing some serving size for 2 people. Now I'm a big person, so my serving size itself is going to be it for 2 normal people. I'm about 6'1", 6'2", 190, so a big guy.
And boom, we're done with that too. Now the last thing we're going to do is plate. Now, you can plate any way you want. You can plate any way you've been trained or any way you see. Plating is very helpful. It just presentation and make the food more appealing. So first, I'm gonna get a nice even size. I'm actually gonna get a different serving.
Now when it comes to plating, there's no particular way to do it. Like I just said, whatever you were taught or whatever you see on Pinterest half the time, or if you watch Bobby Flay shows or The Kitchen, just to name some couple of shows. But to be honest, I probably should have used a smaller plate. I was expecting to add a couple more things to it, and I just completely forgot until actually after I sat down and started eating it. So, but it's all good. You just make it work and just look at it, see what you want to add. And the biggest thing is you got green. If you got green onions, use those. If you got cilantro, use those. If you got parsley, use those. If you have thyme, use that. Herbs make the things a lot better. And also, as you see here, I'm just,
And there you go. That's cooking and plating. You can put a plate any way. I just looked at it and wanted to add more stuff to it. But this is the way I cook. This is the way I plate. This is the way I prep food. So if you don't like the way I do it, it's fine. But maybe you could take a few things that I've done and add to it. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching the Roshow.